Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy, and welcome back to Princess Evangile. Alright, so where we left off, we found out who was sending those love letters. It was Ayaka, and she asked us to show up in just boxers, which surprisingly Masaya did, and he managed to get away with it, of course, but the main girls kind of found out about it. But at the very least, it wasn't reported to the press. So yeah, that happened. He found out that was Ayaka doing this and everything. But unfortunately, on the next day or so, she got kidnapped by those loan shark goons, and now we have to go and save her, I would say. So yeah, anyway, today is July the 6th, and I'm just gonna play right now. Hopefully this will be an hour. It's 6:12 at the moment, so yeah, still not early, but it was better than last time, that's for sure. So hopefully, again, an hour and 30 or something, but we'll see what happens. Because now we're at the exciting part, so I'm hoping to finish it, you know? Alright, so let's get started.
早く逃げた方がいいんじゃないかしら。その携帯には GPS も入っているし、だからすぐに警察も来るはずよ。
どうしやす、親父。
まあすぐには来ねえだろう。金の受け渡しになればどの道移動する。それより先に身内への連絡だ。そのメールの返答は来ているのか。
返答はないっすね。
じゃあまだ見ていないか。真に受けなかったか。いずれ時間はまだあるの。
Their words hit her where she was most sensitive. Of course, that would be the natural conclusion to come to, but...
リツコが信じたとは思えない。
But if not Ritsuko, then who could she have sent it to? She didn't have any particularly close friends either. For some reason, the face of a boy she had just met popped up in her mind.
お、あったあった。父ってこれだな。パパじゃねえだろうな。
With that loathsome comment, he pressed the button and held the phone to his ear.
よ、こんばんは。俺らよ、お宅の娘さんを預かっているものなんだが。ちげえよ、警察じゃねえ。友達？てめえ何言ってやがる。誘拐だよ、誘拐。嘘？嘘じゃねえっての。本当だよ。もうちょっとおめえから説明してくれよ。おめえのパパ信じようとしねえぞ。
He was polite enough to cover up the receiver while he said that, then pressed the cell phone to her face. Then pressed the cell phone. Okay. I was wondering if I read that right.
お父さん、私、彩香だけど。
あやちゃん、またいたずらか。
Oh my, really?
違うの。今回は本当で。
もういい加減にしなさい。友達にも言うんだ。小遣い欲しさにバカなことはやめなさい。とね。
Oh jeez, I really feel bad for her.
友達？
Had her father confused her kidnappers for friends of hers?
私に男友達なんているはずないじゃない。
Did he not even realize that? No, of course he wouldn't.
お父さん。
あやちゃん、いい加減にしないとまたママが怒るから。いいかい？これはパパの胸だけにしまっておくから。くれぐれもママを相手にいたずらはいけないよ。本気で怒り狂って手がつけられなくなる。わかったね。それじゃ。
Wow, she really became like the boy who cried wolf in her own life. That's really unfortunate.
なあ、どうした？
なんか切れちまったみたいです。
電話がか？
なん
で？
さあ、 なんか相手の野郎全然信じていなかったみたいなんですが。
信じないって言うかよか。
そうっす。
メールと違ってこっちが喋っているってのにか。冷てえ親もあったもんだな。
私は狼少年だから。
Well, she said it for me. Wow.
おめえそんな顔して実は男だったのか。
お前な。
But that wasn't the only reason. Her family didn't really want her anyway. Oh, wow.
ああ、もう泣くんじゃねえ。面倒なやつだな。
おう、清。タバコ買ってこい。
Just gotta get some smokes.
あ、へえ。
I hope they haven't moved since then. I parked the bike.
ここなんですか。
Yeah.
すごいですね、マサヤ様。一瞬地図を見ただけで迷わず来られるなんて。
Well, yeah, it's where I used to live a little bit, so... no, Oh, wait, she doesn't know that? I grabbed her by the hand and hid behind a street light.
何ですか。
Shh. I heard footsteps coming closer. I quickly spun around and pressed Ritsuko-chan's petite body against the wall.
んなところで盛ってんじゃねえ。ホテル行け。
Oh my god. So he saw me, but like he thinks we're making out. Well, he doesn't know that it's Masaya. It's just his head. It's from behind his head, you know, that kind of thing. Wow. Thankfully, that was all the underling said before moving on. That was smooth, I have to admit. Oh, sorry. I let her go, then pulled her by the hand again, going in the opposite direction of the underling. I led her underneath the stairs, then turned back to her and explained quickly. That guy just now was the kidnapper.
なぜわかるんですか。
Right, I don't think she knows about the whole situation he was in before, so yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense, like how she'd be like, wait, you knew about this place? That kind of thing. He's one of the goons I told you about. He just came out of that apartment, so I'm sure of it. I heard him come down the steps, which means they're on the second floor. I looked up at the apartment. It was a run-down old place, but the rent was cheap, so most of the rooms were occupied. When I lived there, there was only one empty room. Right, you wait here, Ritsuko-chan.
どうするんですか。
I'm going to have a look inside.
見てくるって。
Yeah, I used to live here, so I know a secret way in. Don't worry, I won't let them see me. If it really turns sour, I'll need you to call the police, so just wait here, okay?
わかりました。
Okay, I'm counting on you. I went around to the back of the building, climbed the rain gutter, and slipped in under the ceiling. With the underling gone, the boss pulled a cigarette from his breast pocket and took a long drag of it.
おう、泣くんじゃねえ。親はなくとも子は育つもんだ。清。あいつもガキん時、実の親に捨てられてな。そういうわしも親には苦労させられたもんだ。飲む、打つ、買うの極道でな。
She wasn't sure, but it seemed like the boss was trying to comfort her. He sat there, his back turned and talking about his own circumstances, but she wasn't listening. Cold tears trailed down to her face. All that she could think of was her family and Masaya.
どうして マサヤくんが出てくるのかしら。
She had only just met him after all. It really was strange. Well, because he was the only guy that kind of did her every whim on the letters, including showing up like in his boxer shorts. So it's like, you know, he's the only guy that like is literally committed to, you know, I would say people like her and stuff, and also the other girls. So hence that's why. But Ritsuko did seem to speak with him a lot. She might have told him about this, and he could come for her.
なんてね。
That was too much of a daydream for even her to believe. After what she'd pulled on him earlier that day, Masaya was even less likely to believe her than Ritsuko. Excuse me. Even if he did believe her, there's no way he would go through the trouble to save her.
せめてこれをあげるのが済んでからだったらな。
Ayaka's eyes turned to the logo on the paper bag. Of course, with all that had happened, the contents had probably been crushed.
その頃わしはマグロ船に乗っていた。その船長が男気のある人でな。
Then it happened. The closet screen moved aside just a bit. Ayaka was so surprised she couldn't even speak.
さっき幽霊がどうとか言っていたけど、まさか本当に。
She froze up, staring at the screen. Slowly, the tiny opening into the blackness within grew wider. She really gulped. In the faint darkness of the interior, a person's face appeared. Shh.
その続けてくださいな。聞いていますから。
I held a finger in front of my lips and quietly entered the room. While keeping one eye on the boss's back, I crept over to Ayaka-san. I undid her legs first, then her hands. It was hard and time-consuming, but the boss didn't notice a thing. The whole time, Ayaka-san's face was locked in surprise. We can get out through an opening above the closet.
わかったわ。
Ayaka-san reached over and picked up the paper bag that was next to her. It made a slight crackling sound and my heart skipped a beat, but the boss was sitting pretty far away and he didn't seem to hear. Now hurry. I returned to the closet and closed the screen again. It was pitch black and all I could feel was our breathing.
どうして？
I could feel her hot breath against my face. I couldn't tell because of the dark, but she was definitely close. I'll explain later. Anyway, we're getting out of here. The board at the top is loose.
上？見えないわ。
It's right above you when you stand. Just don't bump your head. There was a familiar sound and I felt her slowly stand up.
本当だ。天井裏はうっすらと明るいのね。助かったわ。
You think it'll be okay? Can you make it?
どうかしら。私お尻が大きいのよね。引っかからなければいいんだけど。
She's thick. Huh? No, not that. I'm asking, can you pull yourself up? It's definitely wide enough. This is no time for joking around.
いえ、今のは本気。ねえ、マサヤ君、ちょっと自信ないから下から支えて。
Got it. I grabbed her hips tightly and lifted her up. The weight against my hands disappeared immediately as Ayaka-san began to support her own weight. Then I followed her into the space above the ceiling and we crawled for the break in the wall.
え、ここから？
Yes. Ayaka-san looked down below, then turned back to me nervously.
できるかしら私に。私運動神経ないのよ。
You'll be fine. Anyway, we don't have a choice.
ええ、そうね。あ、これ持ってもらってもいい？
Sure, but what is this thing?
それは後のお楽しみ。
Having readied herself for the task, Ayaka-san stepped outside. Just hold on tight. The rain gutter is pretty sturdy, so you shouldn't have to worry about it breaking. She clung to the rain gutter with her whole body and slowly made her way down. I think it's okay now. But the moment I let my guard down, her foot slipped and she fell to the ground. Oh shit. I quickly jumped down after her. Ritsuko was waiting nervously, constantly looking between the apartment and her watch. It had been 10 minutes since Masaya left her. She knew she should call the police, but she hadn't heard any commotion from the apartment yet. Just then, she saw a figure stumbling towards her. It was the man from before. Ritsuko quickly turned back to the apartment. That's when it happened. Masaya came around from behind the building with Ayaka leaning on his shoulder. Oh shit. Hang. Oh, okay. I did press the button, but it was like just working, you know? The man ran towards them on sight. Ayaka seemed to have twisted her ankle. There was no way they could escape him. The culprit was drawing closer. The moment he was about to pass Ritsuko, she stuck out a leg. Haha, sweet. The momentum that he built up sent him flying. He did a belly flop right onto the pavement, then curled up into a ball where he lay. Sweet. Ritsuko let out the breath she had been holding. She could hardly believe what she had done herself. She realized that if not for the peculiar boy standing in front of her, she would never have come here to save her sister. And what would have happened to Ayaka then? Without speaking any of those thoughts, Ritsuko looked up at Masaya in awe. Come on, let's go. And with that, they escaped. Sweet.
ということだ。だから娘、おめえも。
He was so enamored with his speech, he didn't notice.
なに？いねえだと？
おい、死ぬかと思ったぜ。くっそ、あのガキ。今度会ったらマジでぶっ殺す。女の方も容赦なく張り倒す。あ、そういや、ホヤジは大丈夫なのか？ホヤジ！ホヤジ！あの野郎、もう許さねえ！
きよし！
え、なんすか親父？言いようっすか？
今すぐここから逃げるぞ。いいか、今すぐだ。
え？逃げるってなんで？
幽霊が神隠ししやがったんだよ。
は？
Oh man. Oh shit, look at this. There was no way that 3 people, one of them injured, could fit on a bike, so we went back on foot. To that classic anime girl on the man's back kind of thing.
ねえ、リツコ、その紙バッグの中、ちょっと見てみてくれない？
あれ？何これ？なんか中ぐちゃっとしてるけど。
ああ、やっぱり。
これ何？
ケーキよ。
Oh, sweet.
ケーキ？
マサヤくん、ケーキが好きなんでしょ？ラバージュデクールの抹茶ホイップケーキが。
Huh?
えって何よ？違ったの？
No, you're right, but how did you know? I can't pronounce it. It was a high-profile cake. It was a high-profile cafe. It served good food and good sweets. It was also reasonably priced, so even at the depths of my poverty, I could eat there once a month.
ジホに聞いたのよ、マサヤくんの好物。
Huh? Why?
だからお詫びの印に決まってるじゃない。
Oh, so she went out to get some cake, but then unfortunately she got caught. Sorry,
私だってたまには反省するんだから。それでお詫びとしてケーキでもおごってあげようと思ったってわけ。
そのために今日は外に出たの？
そうよ。
面倒くさがりの姉さんが。
まあ久しぶりに羽を伸ばそうと思ったってこともあるけどさ。でもはあぐちゃぐちゃか。残念。
but it's not inedible or anything, right? If it's not, then I'll eat it.
無理しないでいいわよ。またすぐに買ってくるから。
No, I mean it.
そう？じゃあ今食べる？
Yes.
リツコ貸して。
うん。けどフォークは？
Oh my god, so she's gonna feed it to him.
手があるじゃない。
手で？
Ayaka-san wrestled around in the bag, brought forth the cake, and held it up to my mouth.
はい。
Oh my god. When I agreed to eat it, I didn't think it would turn into this, but on the other hand, my hands are full. So really, it was the only natural course of action. You know, he could just eat it later, I mean, but I get it, it's for the moment, I know. I feel a little self-conscious, though. Then there were her bare fingers, a strange way of putting it, but when I closed my mouth, the tip of her fingers remained inside. Oh god. This is a really strange feeling. I think I paid more attention to the taste of her finger than the green tea whipped cake, even though it was flavorless.
くすぐったいわ。
Rear? Oh man.
舌でペロペロしてもいいわよ。
Oh god. No.
冗談。まあマサヤくんも気が引けるだろうし。
I mean, not that I'm opposed to it, it's just that it's a bit too, you know, too sexual, like overtly, you know? It'd be too it would look too crass on him, you know? Especially with Ritsuko, like, being next to him and stuff, so yeah. Yeah. I did feel a little disappointed, but I wasn't about to say that.
もしかして残念だったりして。
She saw right through me. The ruined shape didn't affect the flavor, so I happily ate all of it. Wow, he just ate all of it there. Wow. Okay.
大丈夫でしょうか？重たくないですか？まだ結構距離はありますが。
He's just gonna haul her all throughout.
何よ、私はそんな重たくないわよ。出るところは出ているけどね。
Yeah, she's thick. No kidding. I had felt extremely conscious of the softness against my body since the moment I hefted her onto my back.
そうは言っても数十キロはあるんだから。
まあね、マサヤくん、辛くなったら言ってね。休み行きましょう。
Sure, is your leg feeling better, Ayaka-san?
湿布でも貼れば平気よ。
姉さん。
After a while, Ritsuko-chan spoke solemnly.
マサヤ様には感謝してね。マサヤ様がいなければきっと。
分かってる。父さんも私の言うことを全然信じようとはしなかったのよ。電話したんだけどね。
私も信じなかったんだからね、最初は。
The words sounded hard for her to say.
分かってる。悪いのは私。それは分かってるから。 でも驚いたわ。襖がスルスル開いた時、まさかマサヤくんが来てくれるとは思わなかったから。
I used to live in that apartment. That's how I knew the secret passage.
うんそのこともまああるんだけど、だってまさか助けに来てくれるなんて思わないじゃない。今日あんなことがあったばっかりで。
Well, yeah, it's just a prank, bro. I just had to make that joke. I'm sorry. To be honest, I don't mind your mischievous side, Ayaka-san.
Eh?
So I think even if this had been a lie, I wouldn't have minded it. So, oh, so he deals with it.
マサヤ様、あんまり甘やかさないでください。姉さんすぐに調子に乗るので。
それは否定できないわね。
否定してください。
But Ayaka-san... but sorry. At first I thought he said, but Masaya-san. I thought he was like, what is that? He's like talking to himself. Sorry if I felt confused. Anyway, but Ayaka-san, you were afraid, weren't you? When I got in there, it looked like your eyes were red.
ああ、まあね。そりゃ怖かったわよ。誘拐なんて初めてだし。
Yeah, it was because she was crying before. They didn't do anything awful to you, did they?
それは平気。
That's good to hear. I hope they get arrested soon.
姉さんもこれで少しは懲りてくださいね。
まあ3日くらいはね。
It says for heaven's sake, but he just lets out just a sigh. So it's like added dialogue to something that was, you know, not needed to be in there. I don't know. I could tell that it was not Japanese for heaven's sake.